Professor John Raifa, Architect Aziz, Dr. Steve, and of course, Professor Ro Koye. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, one of the discussants talked about the railway from
Calabar to
Lagos. Your Excellency, these opportunities don't come every day.
At all.
Therefore, me and Tekena are standing here.
We want to book you on time.
We are booking all the chippings.
All the chippings and the wuru and the sand.
The sand and chippings from Rivers to Bayelsa. We don't want Calabar people problem. We don't want Rivers to Bayelsa.
So that we can supply. Thank you.
Thank you so much for approving it. Please put your hands together here.
Put your hands together. He has approved the supply.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Representing Maman Daura is Malam Aliyu Ibrahim. You're welcome. It's now time for goodwill messages. Goodwill messages. The first, His Excellency, the Honorable Barrister Simon Lalong, Port Harcourt Boy, Executive Governor, Plateau State. Please put your hands together for him. We will do 5 minutes each for the goodwill messages because there are 5 of them before we will hear from the Lion of Nigeria. Your Excellency, you're welcome.
My brother, my friend, the Honorable Minister of Transport. I call him my Oga. Before now, I used to call him my elder brother. But that time I didn't know how old he was. Just last year, after his birthday, he was very proud that time with a lot of was happy and he was saying, I am now 51. I said, Oga, I'm older than you. So I will continue now to call you my younger brother. Your Excellency, the Minister of Transport, the Right Honorable Chibuike Ameach, CON, the Honorable Minister Niger Delta, and the Chairman of the occasion, Pastor Useni Uguru Useni, members of the National Assembly, the APC Deputy National Secretary, Honorable Victor Giadom, APC Chairman of Rivers and Plateau State, eminent personalities from Plateau State, ever faithful supporters and promoters of good leaders, distinguished invited guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. I'm one of those that have been privileged to have participated in about 2 or 3 of his birthdays, either as a speaker, as a governor, and today as a minister. I'm sure my colleagues, former speakers, if they knew that I was coming here, or if I go back, I will receive a lot of accusations and insults, because they will all say they wish all of them were all here. But I represent all of them, and I send in their goodwill messages. As a governor, I would have gone to say a lot of things, but I said it last year, and I don't intend to repeat it again. For me and him, we are more than friends, we are brothers. What he has done in my life, I can't call it friendship. It's beyond friendship. A lot of people said it here, and that is it about that man. A few months ago, somebody called me and said, there's something I want to go and tell your friend. I said, about what? He said, I want to complain about somebody. And I told him, you want to complain about that person? He said, yes. But are you ready to face that person? He said, how? I said, because he will tell that person. I said, he will tell that person because he's a man that you can't do gossip. if you go to gossip, you will call that man and tell him, repeat what you said about that man. And that man left, he didn't come back again because he didn't want to face the other person. And because of this very important occasion, when I was invited, I asked them, what am I going to say again? Already, people see me as a Port Harcourt man. If I move anywhere, they say, Amechi, Amechi. What am I going to say? They say, just come for the occasion. And I told them, mine is to come and see, first of all, the kind of followership that are still with my good friend and brother. And when I came in and I saw this crowd, I became the happiest person. And I said, very few ministers, very few people will leave the position of governor and still continue with this kind of followership. So, sir, I think you're very lucky. I scribbled a few things, and I said, celebrating a friend and a political colossus at 52. The occasion of your birthday calls to heart the place of your sacrifice and service to humanity. In the last 18 years of your public service, you have brought the multiple advantage of your being a legislator, chief executive to bear in your selfless delivery of the dividends of democracy to the people of Rivers State, which you have had the opportunity to lead. As a quintessential politician with an unassuming disposition, your enviable records of public service and political stewardship endeared you to men of essence and value cutting across our great country. Our great party, the APC, could not afford to recognize the enviable nationalistic values that characterize your person, and for this, they found no other person than your humble self to lead the party to victory in the elections that brought the President Muhammad Buhari-led administration into office. I have come to know you as one compassionate person with an indomitable will to make life better for the masses. Your principle and commitment to all your convictions have made a lot of people to consider you an impossible personality. But to those of us who know you closely, these are the virtues that give you a pride of place in a nation, where cheap compromises seem to suggest that everyone has a price tag upon which the future of the people can be mortgaged on the alter ego of personal fulfillment. The conviction of your heart and overall greater interest of the people and our country have seen you stand boldly in defense of the very ideals that make our nation a federation. The records of your standing tall in defense of the state as a federating unit against the suggestive unitary might of the center, saw you protecting the service delivery mandate of governors when you held sway as the chairman of the Governors Forum. Further, worthy of note are the driving force for which legislative excellence. We saw you pioneering the formation of the Conference of Nigerian Speakers and the